This is kind of what I call a real estate quickie. You want to have a real estate quickie? You know, here we go. No, I'm here to show you guys or talk about a little bit of some subjects that I find to be very interesting and to be very thought-provoking, and something that you guys can be a part of. Interact. We can talk. We can go in the chat. We've got a chat room that we can go to. Let's see. Let me get this squared away. Okay, yeah, because see, we're still starting to get this done. I've got my internet issues fixed, and so now we can start doing these on a daily basis. It's going to be a lot of fun. And Ben and I can start doing the daily podcast. We'll probably start to have that ramped up here soon, and not probably, we're going to. And then we're going to start to do the coaching calls. And we've got a private Facebook room for those people that want to sign up to our Patreon. I'm going to have some links posted in the description and in the chat. I will go ahead and post those now. Let me grab those. So just give me just a second here while we grab that. These are the... All right. This is to get to Ben and I's coaching, and the chat's in the links are in the chat. Okay, so here's a couple of topics. We're going to kind of have a masterclass Monday, and that's going to be at 9 a.m. on Mondays, and you can be a part of that. We'll probably have it in a Zoom channel so that it's private for our private customer. Clients, I guess is what you would call it, our students. So we can have that for you, and we want to have some success stories on Wednesdays, and we're going to look at some market trends, some negotiation role plays, and we're going to kind of have a book club that we're going to have. It's just a lot of things that we're going to be having for you as a student. So, what's something that you guys seem to have an issue with when it comes to real estate? Is it more, are you scared of the negotiation? Do you have an apprehension about door knocking, cold calling? Do you have issues with cold calling? What are some of the things that you battle with? Put it in the chat and we'll answer it. I'm just going to go over a few things that I find to be very, as issues that I faced. One of the things that I found was when I started doing real estate and just flipping houses and trying to get folks to sign up, was I would go around, I would get a list of people to go to their houses and view their property. That initial meeting with the people, this deep feeling that's deep rooted in me that I don't have a problem with anymore. But it was really a tough thing to shake. I battled with this for years, and it was just this apprehension, this anxiety of meeting a person and then telling them that you want to buy their house when they're in foreclosure. You have to look at it from a different paradigm. If someone's in foreclosure, they're scared to death. They're getting visits, they're getting calls, they're getting emails, they're getting text messages. Of course, back then it was more like calls and mail, snail mail. Big FedEx packs and things like that. So that was the initial thing for me, was the anxiety over meeting people. Meeting people was the kind of a deal breaker. In fact, there was a few times it beat me. I didn't go to quite a few houses because of that. And I probably missed on some money on that. So I'm not really keen on that idea. If you're battling with that, there's a few things that you can do to get over that feeling. Is number one is straight up, I like to use really, really common sense tactics for this, and it boils down to this: just do it. I mean, Michael Jordan tells us, just do it. That's one of the huge things that we see, is just getting up there and doing it. Just do it. Go up to the folks and begin talking to them. Another thing that will do, that will help you, is to get some scripts ready for yourself and put them in your mind. Don't just memorize a script. You need to internalize it. It really needs to be internalized. simply because the internalization is going to give you the confidence that you know what you're doing, that you know what you're talking about. Even if you're a seasoned veteran of 30 years as a real estate agent, you still need a little bit of brush up. Sometimes you're probably going to get a little bit of those jitters. Maybe it's a bigger house than what you're used to, or it's a notable person in the community, or maybe a small-time celebrity, or a big-time celebrity that you're going to go and list their house, or have the opportunity to list their house. You're going to go meet them. So having something in your toolbox, such as a script or something to base some things off of and to jump from and to have internalized and make it part of your daily mantra, your daily work that you do in the morning. Put something on your goals in the mirror and just tape them to the mirror. I had to do that for a long time, and I still do it. I'm working on a book right now. It's called They All Lie, and it's about the people that have lied to me. I'm not going to name names, but there's people that have done me wrong, and we're going to do a big thing on that. And so I've got a book that we're writing right now. It's a work in progress. I'm not going to give you a published date, but it's coming out, and we're going to start teasing a little bit of that as we go along, as the months and 3 to 6 months goes along. We'll probably be through at that point. So, what can we say about the anxiety? Well, the anxiety is going to beat you down every time if you let it. You have nothing to fear but fear itself. If you have anything that you need to fear, would be the fear that you yourself are not going to go and finish the job. That's really the whole concept. It's all up here. That's the key to riches. Napoleon Hill tells us that the key to riches, paraphrased, is in our mind. You have everything in the world you don't have control over except what is in your mind. That is something that you have full and complete control over. Everything else, when you boil it down to its deep-rooted beginnings, is nothing but the only thing you have control over is your mind. Because one day you may lose control of your hands, your feet, your legs, your eyes, your ears, your mouth. You may not be able to have control over those things or where you go. And the only thing you'll have is your mind. And so boiled down, that's what it is. And so if you're ready for the master key to success, all you have to do is be ready to grasp it. It's inside the envelope, and all you have to do is open up the envelope and grasp the key. Now that's a little deep. I'll get there with you. You guys need to join our Patreon. It's in the comments. You'll be able to join that and join our coaching group that we do. We do a call every single day with the coaching students, and we will we'll try to one-on-one with you a little bit and try to help you, guide you through some of the daily issues that you face. How to get your goals done. How to actually put things into action. Not just we're not just a bunch of people or a couple of guys that just say, hey, pay us $100 a month just so you can get some of our scripts and get an app and go home. We don't want that. We want to create a real community that's based around positive thought, positive thinking, and real results. And that's what we want. We want you to spread the word about us, that we are not just an app for that attitude. There's no AI that's going to do this work for you. AI will help you. There's a lot of things that'll help. Apps will help you. Smartphones help you. Being on the call, being able to text us when you need to, being able to do those things is something that's very, very, very crucial. I mean, you need in this day and age, we do need email for virtually everything. We need, smartphones. We need computers in order to access the things that are in the meta. So there is a need for these things, but bottom line, without you being able to go and do the work, meeting with people, yes, maybe you got to meet with people on Zoom, even if you got to meet them on Zoom or online. You still have to meet with them. You still have to have a cognitive interface with these people. And you're not going to get around that, and it's going to be many years before you'll be able to get around that. Because these homeowners, if they're in foreclosure, they have sold their computers or sold their smartphones, and they've just got regular flip phones, or maybe some of them may even have reverted to their house phone and they're using the library for their email correspondence. A lot of people are doing that. We're seeing that. We may be doing some, well, not maybe, we're going to do some properties that we've got under contract. We're going to get there. We're going to get more and more students. The more students we get, the more properties we can showcase, and have a homeowner on the video chat with us, and tell what kind of service that we did for them, and what we can have you do for those people that are in your market. We're not just for real estate agents. You do not have to be a real estate agent to participate in our coaching program. You can certainly be a great. It would be great to have some real estate agents with a lot of knowledge in the way that we do these things to join the calls and to give us a little bit of coaching. If you're a wholesaler and you need some rejuvenation, maybe to try to get some of that, what do you call it, mojo. Maybe we can help you with that. Not maybe, we can, if you'll apply our techniques to your repertoire or something you do every day. Paperwork. I wanted to touch on paperwork. Paperwork is something that's been it has been an issue for many years until you get really organized and you start doing something in repetition. And the more and more that you do it, it will just become more and more that much easier. I can tell you this from a dead certainty that there is going to be a housing crash very soon, and you need to be prepared. And the only way you're going to be prepared properly is to join a coaching group like ours and become a student and be ready for what's coming. I'm a veteran of the 2007, 2008, 2009 housing crash. I was a part of that. I made a pile of money doing that. Ben Bonita, my partner in this coaching group, he made a pile of money in there. And we want to help you get there. We want to help you turn, $1,000 into thousands. We want to help you turn those things into that. We want to give you the cutting edge techniques, what to say, NLP. I can teach you NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. I'm an expert in this area. I also have a very, very keen way of understanding people and reading people that I can help you sort this through and sort it out, because I know exactly what I'm doing when it comes to people. I can speak to you through this Zoom. We can text, and we may be able to get on a phone call. But you've got to become a student for that kind of access. So, but we're more than happy to answer any questions. If you want to just jump in the chat, you can certainly do that. Give us a like and a thumbs up. We're going to have this on YouTube as well. We want you to share it, like it, subscribe, all those things. So, a couple of things we went over. Number one, you've got to just go and do it. Just go do it. Number two, property spotlights and joining our masterclass. You've got to do that in order to get an idea. You can become part of this community that we are developing. We want you to be a part of that. And so the only way you can do that is go to our Patreon. There's going to be a link in the description or in the chat where it's going to give you that opportunity to join our group. And if you join our group, we'll go ahead and get started. We'll have some beginning of the very next day, the business day, we will have some coaching calls that you can be a joint of. Ben and I will be in, and we will get going. We've got some podcasts that are coming to the YouTube channel and to the Facebook group. That's you're free, to join. And you can certainly view those and get some ideas of what's going on. So we can demonstrate that we've got the background, we've got the experience, we've got the know-how, and all we need is you. So come and join us. We appreciate it. My name is Brian Peters, and for Ben Bonita, I am the coach for Rise and Thrive in Real Estate, navigating your real estate journey. And hope you guys have a great day and happy house hunting.